Bonjour. This is the third and the last part of irregular verbs. In the first and the second part, we have seen the verbs which are ending in ER, IR, OIR, the irregular verbs we have seen. Now we are going to see the irregular verbs which are ending in RE. Alright, let's get started. So let's see the first category of RE verbs, which is DRE. Here we have a few examples of DRE verbs like vendre, descendre, perdre, attendre, répondre, entendre, rendre. Now let's see how do we conjugate these verbs. So let's take the example, the verb vendre, which means to sell. What we are doing, we remove RE and we add the endings according to the subject pronoun. The endings are given, we know how to do it. So we remove the RE and we add that ending like that. Je vends, tu vends, il or elle vend, nous vendons, vous vendez, il or elle vendent. D'accord? Now one other verb, entendre. Can you quickly tell me how will you conjugate it? I would suggest that you take a gap here, you take a pause here and try to conjugate the verb by yourself and then click the video, check the answers. Okay? So the answers are here. Now we see a few exceptions of DRE verbs like prendre, apprendre, comprendre. How we conjugate these verbs? For je, tu, il, elle singular, the rule is same that we remove RE and we add these endings S, and for il or elle nothing. Then for nous, vous, il, elle plural, we are removing DRE and then we add the endings ONS, EZ, NENT. Okay? So let's see how it is conjugated. We take the verb comprendre. We are removing RE and with radical comprend, we are adding S, and with il or elle, we don't add anything. Then for nous, vous, il, elle, the radical would be comprend without the letter D. And then we add these endings ONS, EZ, NENT. So the conjugation would be like that. Je comprends, tu comprends, il or elle comprend, nous comprenons, comprenons, vous comprenez, il or elle comprennent. Okay? Prendre and apprendre verb, these two are of the same category. So I would suggest that you take a pause here, try to conjugate the verbs on your own and then you see the answers which are here. Alors, prendre verb, we say je prends, tu prends, il or elle prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, il or elle prennent. Then apprendre verb, j'apprends, tu apprends, il or elle apprend, nous apprenons, vous apprenez, il or elle apprennent. The next category, it is VRE verbs. So we have the verbs suivre and vivre. What we are doing, we remove VRE and we add the endings that I highlighted. And we say je suis, tu suis, il or elle suit, nous suivons, vous suivez, il or elle suivent. Then vivre verb. I would suggest you take a pause here, try to conjugate the verb by yourself. It is the same way we do it. And then you can see the answers. Bon, so here is the answer. Je vis, tu vis, il or elle vit, nous vivons, vous vivez, il or elle vivent. In the next category, we have the verbs which are ending in double TRE. Let's see the examples of the verbs. Mettre, admettre, permettre, transmettre, battre, abattre, combattre. Now let's see how do we conjugate the verbs. We take the verb mettre, we remove the radical TRE, and with radical MET we add the endings according to the pronoun. Now, je mets, tu mets, il or elle met, nous mettons, be careful, it is double T. Nous mettons, vous mettez, il or elle met. Now the next verb, battre, which means to hit. The rule I'm telling you that we are removing the TRE. Now try to conjugate the verb by yourself and then you see the answer. Bon, it is je bats, tu bats, il or elle bat, nous battons, vous battez, il or elle battent. The next category, the verbs which are ending in TRE. Let's see the examples. Naître, connaître, reconnaître, apparaître, paraître. Now let's see how do we conjugate the verb. We take the verb naître. What we are doing? We remove TRE and with radical NAI we are adding the ending S, S, T, double S, ONS, double S, EZ, double S, ENT. So it will be conjugated this way. Je nais, tu nais, il or elle naît, nous naissons, vous naissez, il or elle naissent. Now I would suggest that you take a pause here, pick one or two examples of the verbs using the same rule. You try to conjugate the verb and then you move to the next part. Now we have the verb être, though it is ending in TRE, but it is totally irregular verb, so it is not following any pattern. We know already these conjugations. We have seen the use of être verb even in conversation in the sentences, okay? So here just for your help, I'm putting again the conjugation. Être verb, je suis, tu es, il est, or elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, il or elle sont. Next category, the verbs which are ending in IRE. The verbs in this category, there is no certain way to conjugate them. We need to memorize the conjugations. So, but still I would say that they are very similar, like boire and croire verb. Je bois, tu bois, il boit, nous buvons, vous buvez, ils boivent. Now, croire verb is very similar to boire. It is je crois, tu crois, il croit, nous croyons, vous croyez, il croit. The verb écrire and lire, they are very similar to each other. J'écris, tu écris, il écrit, nous écrivons, vous écrivez, ils écrivent. Then lire verb, je lis, tu lis, il lit, nous lisons, vous lisez, ils lisent. Now, plaire, rire, sourire, interdire. From these verbs, it's easy that you can easily remember. You remove RE and you add the endings SST, ONS, EZ, ENT. So you will say, je plais, tu plais, il plaît, nous plaisons, vous plaisez, ils plaisent. What will be the conjugation of rire verb then? Je ris, tu ris, il rit, nous rions, vous riez, il rit. Sourire verb, je souris, tu souris, il sourit, nous sourions, vous souriez, il sourit. Last one, try to do it by yourself and then see the answer. Alors, interdit, j'interdis, tu interdis, il interdit, nous interdisons, vous interdisez, ils interdisent. Ils interdisent, be careful. Faire and dire verb, they are also quite similar to each other. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, nous faisons, vous faites. Be careful, it is not vous faisiez, vous faites. Ils font. Then, dire verb, je dis, tu dis, il dit, nous disons, vous dites, ils disent. Now we have the verbs which are ending in UIRE. The verbs in this category, the rule is very simple. We remove the RE and we add the endings SST, SONS, SEZ, SENT. Usually we have the endings like ONS, EZ, ENT. Here it is SONS, SEZ, SENT. Be careful. So we say je conduis, tu conduis, il conduit, nous conduisons, vous conduisez, ils conduisent. Produire verb, again you remove RE And the conjugation is done. Produit, 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 produisant, produisez, produisent. Séduit, 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 séduisant, séduisez, séduisent. Traduire, traduit, 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 traduisant, traduisez, traduisent. Construire and cuire verb also will be the same. Construit, je construis, tu construis, il construit, nous construisons, vous construisez, ils construisent. Cuire, je cuis, tu cuis, il cuit, nous cuisons, vous cuisez, ils cuisent. In the next category, we have the verbs which are ending in AINDRE, OINDRE and EINDRE. They will be conjugated the same way. The rule it is that for je, tu, il, elle singular, we are removing DRE and the radical that we get it is CRAIN, C-R-A-I-N. With that radical, we are going to add S, S, T according to the subject pronoun. Then for nous, vous, il, elle plural, you are going to remove NDRE. So the radical you have it is CRAI, C-R-A-I. And then you add the endings nyo. So it will be, for example, craignons, craignez, craignent. D'accord? So we have the verb plaindre. Je plains, tu plains, il or elle plaint, nous plaignons, vous plaignez, il or elle plaignent. Now try to conjugate the verb peindre on your own. That the other one, plaindre, it was AINDRE. Now it is peindre. What we do, we remove the DRE and peint, je peins, tu peins, il peint, nous peignons, vous peignez, il or elle peigne. In the last two, I didn't put the N before, I added G. Peignons, peignez, peigne. The last one, joindre, O-I-N-D-R-E, that verb. Try to conjugate by yourself. And if you are able to conjugate it, it means you understood the rule. And if it is wrong, you can see the answer and you can correct your mistakes. So it is, je joins, tu joins, il joint, nous joignons, vous joignez, il or elle joignent. Finally, the last category, the verbs which are ending in S-O-U-D-R-E. It is one ending, it's not a verb. Okay, the rule is, for je, tu, il, elle singular, we are removing DRE and with the radical D-I-S-S-O-U, we are going to add S-S-T according to the subject. And for nous, vous, il, elle plural, we are going to remove the ending S-O-U-D-R-E and with radical D-I-S, which is very short. But this time the ending is too big. We are going to add S-O-L-V-O-N-S. According to the subject, you will add the ending solvant, solvez, solve. So let's see an example. We have the verb dissoudre. So we conjugate je dissous, tu dissous, il or elle dissout, nous dissolvons, vous dissolvez, il or elle dissolve. We have the double S in nous, vous and vous form. Why? Because the radical it was D-I-S. The next one, we don't have the double S in the infinitive form, so be very careful here. We will say j'absous, tu absous, il or elle absout, nous absolvons, vous absolvez, il or elle absolve. We don't have the double S, okay? The last one, résoudre verb. Try to conjugate by yourself and after you can verify your answers. I'm giving you here the answers. You can just verify after finishing your conjugation. So the answer is je résous, tu résous, il or elle résout, nous résolvons, vous résolvez, il or elle résolve. Bon, c'est tout. So now you are able to conjugate any verb, doesn't matter if it is first group verb, second group verb, third group verb, ER, IR, OIR, RE. You know all the different categories now. Au revoir. Bonne journée.